Hi, and welcome back to Discovery Call Academy. And I'm really pleased to introduce a very good friend of mine, Sam Foreman. Hi, Sam.
Hello, Matthew. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much for joining me. The reason why I've got Sam in today is because Sam is 26, 25, 26. Sam?
26 now. Yeah.
26 now, but I've known you for nearly 4 years now and worked with you on two or three different offers as well.
Yeah,
And Sam is an absolute typical example of somebody who, well, I'm going to let him tell you
sure.
his story, but somebody who is now extremely successful as a high ticket closer and has gone on to do other things. So without further ado, yeah, Sam, thank you so much for coming. Perhaps as a good place to start, you could just tell me a little bit. What were you doing before you
Sure.
even discovered this world? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So I went to some from just outside London. I went to university, and then I did a corporate year at a company called Atos as well. But I always felt like that wasn't really me, and I was quite entrepreneurial. I wanted to sort of find a path. So then I came across sales, but specifically, as you say, high tickets or remote sales as well, and that was really what really changed everything. So yeah, I've been in sales for 3.5 years, but before then I was sort of more, I guess, a more corporate
Sort of
sphere as well.
corporate roles. So you were sort of doing the 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and what was it about the 9 to 5 that you weren't enjoying?
Yeah, so I was at quite a large like conglomerate, I would say. Like thousands of employees and yeah, you can't really express yourself. It's quite
Yeah.
capped. Yeah, it very much a case of like you can have difficult management, for example, as well. I just felt sort of very restricted, particularly because I thought I was quite an entrepreneurial person, and yeah, working at that size of company and sort of structure, there was just something missing from it per se.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
was before I came across sales. Yeah,
So you were doing the 9 to 5. It wasn't really
yeah,
satisfying. You felt like you were cooped up in a corporate job, and then what sparked your interest about high ticket closing, and how did you get some
yes,
training, or how did you get into
yeah. So I said I was looking for like sort of more of an online vehicle as well. Nothing was really resonating with me. I guess my personality was I like speaking with people, like I get on with people as well. And then I came across, yeah, high ticket sales or remote sales, and that was like a bit of a light bulb moment. Like I knew straight away like that was the thing for me. So I've worked with like lots of mentor, as you know, right? Like across my sort of early sales career as well, but got some coaching and guidance, like sort of how to navigate, yeah, learning sales, just understanding like what to look for, what to maybe sort of avoid instead of opportunities as well. So got some coaching, and then yeah, like had a few opportunities. We've obviously worked together for a long time,
yeah,
right, as well.
yeah,
So yeah, had some coaching, but then just sort of really dived into it because it resonated with me so
yeah,
strongly.
yeah, fantastic. And what was it? What was that first sort of, let's say, month? Whoever you were with, then you were onboarding. What was that process like as you got up to speed and sort of
Yeah.
learned to
Yeah.
do it?
Well, I'm very fortunate. Like the current role I'm at, which I know you're very familiar with that role as well. Um, yeah, like it's quite a lot when you join. Like there's a lot of new information. There's a style of selling, right, that is very consultative. The ones that we've worked on have been quite like, sort of emotional, right, as well, having that emotional intelligence as well. So look, it's quite overwhelming at the start, like it is, and that's why whether it's a sales manager, but you can't really choose your sales manager, right? It's having the right people around you, the right mentors, just to sort of guide you as well, give you feedback. So yeah, it's obviously overwhelming when you start. You're nervous when you take your first few calls, but then yeah, with the right guidance and just like step by step, you ease into a little bit more
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So yeah, first month was challenging, second month was good.
Okay, so I think that's what I felt when I started as well, is
Yeah,
how long do you have to do it until you can realistically expect some decent earnings as well? And it doesn't happen straight away, I know, but
no,
can you give us some idea, Sam? You don't have to give us specific numbers, but
sure.
but
Yeah.
how did it go for you as you sort of the ramping up process?
For sure. So yeah, first month, yeah, easing into it. My first sales call was pretty hilarious. Like I have it on file. Like sort of fumbling on my
I'd
words,
love
like
to see that.
make yeah, you don't but like just naturally, right? I was very young at the time, just sort of finding my feet. Um, I actually did pretty good in my second month as well. There were like a few, it was myself obviously as well, but like, the opportunity and sort of timing of me joining was very fortunate as
Yeah,
well at the company. So for me, it was quite quickly actually, like sort of, I guess, getting that sort of
yeah,
initial success in sort of the online sales world. But, I have lots of friends in similar spaces and it does take a bit of time, right? Sometimes as well.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for some people it takes some time, but by sort of month two in this vehicle, then I had, yeah, really, really changed my life, honestly, right? Like I
From a
had a
financial perspective, it did.
financial perspective and sort of eye-opening as well, because, in sales, and again, there's nuance, like it depends on the sales rep, the people guiding you, the opportunity, like the work that you're doing, the company you work for. But yeah, like life-changing, right? Like you can make five times as much as you maybe made in a more junior corporate role, which I was in at the time as well. So yeah, pretty life changing for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing, Matt, was then you sort of see it's possible, right? Like that was it for me. Like
Yes.
I got a taste for it, and then yeah, after that, it's real, and you sort of really build into it as well.
That's absolutely, isn't it? You when you're earning sort of 2 or 3K a month, you can't imagine that there is more to be made, and then
Sure.
then it happens, and then you're off. And I know, was it 3 years ago or pretty soon after you'd started at that particular offer?
Yeah.
Was it 20 or 30 sales in that particular month?
20,
It was 20
yeah,
sales
20
in that
sales.
month.
Yeah,
So that was obviously a very good month.
sure.
So, where is it taking you now? 26. What's your?
Sure.
We are, well, hang on. I know. First of all, you're not in the UK anymore. Tell us a bit about where you
For
are.
sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's sales for like sort of 3.5 years now in like the online sales space as well. So yeah, from in and around London, but met my partner when I was
Yeah.
24, so about 2 years ago, and she's Portuguese. She's from
Right.
Portugal.
Yeah.
So one of the huge benefits of it, right? Of like online sales, and so you're in charge of your schedule and your success is your responsibility. With that comes, of course, like it's new and you got to build into that, but also opportunities to, yeah, sort of broaden your horizon because you have your own business, you're able to set up globally as well. So been in Portugal now for well over a year with my partner. I attribute remote sales to actually even meeting my partner because I met her when I was sort of
Yeah.
working abroad, traveling. So
Yeah.
yeah, it does allow you that sort of freedom as
Yeah.
well. And all it takes is like you coming into it like with that 100% commitment plus the right guidance and getting the right opportunity, and all it takes is just a few months to really sort of change your trajectory. So yeah, very grateful to work
Yeah.
remotely now.
And I know you're moving on to a new position fairly soon,
Sure.
but how has this sort of experience and learning this skill, the skill
Yeah.
of persuasion, let's say, how has that sort of informed your life?
Yeah, for sure. Because everyone wants like to look after themselves, their family, like financially, all that good stuff. So I think sales in general, across all industry, is fantastic for sort of stepping down that path and like I guess doing better financially. But I would say it's you speak to so many people around the world, you have really interesting conversations. I think it helps build your confidence as a person and like as well. And I would just say mainly overall like relationships,
Right.
because sales is all about relationships, like, you know, um, having empathy and sort of working with people around the world. So I think that can sort of translate into how you communicate and how could be finding your dream partner. It could be like building friendships. So yeah, I think sales is like completely personal development. So anyone that likes, a challenge and, wants, feels like there's sort of more for them, then I think sales is a great vehicle for
Yeah,
them.
fantastic. Excellent. One last question, Sam. What
Of
would you
course.
say to anybody else who's, just about to start training here and who,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
what would your advice be?
So I hope you don't mind,
I
but
don't
I,
mind.
I, I do want to just say that. So I've worked sort of with and alongside Matt. I consider Matt like a mentor of mine,
Oh,
like always looking out for me as
oh.
well. So yeah, you didn't ask me to say that. So, but anyone who's thinking about remote sales in general, I think yeah, a fantastic opportunity to grow. to open up new doors for yourself as well. But then also like as like as a colleague of and someone who've got a great relationship with Matt as well. Like genuinely like really like as you guys can probably tell already from like what listening to Matt, like fantastic sales individual, someone who really cares for all of his team and people around him as well. So yeah, if you are interested in working with Matt specifically, like I highly recommend, and he was always performing fantastically while we were
Oh,
together as well.
Dan, that's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that's really kind. But you are the star
Thank
because,
you.
at like 20, 21, 22,
Yeah,
you didn't accept what was going on, and you seized it and rocketed, and what a wonderful opportunity, and what a lovely life you've got with your partner in Portugal, and I know a new great start. So
sure.
yeah, Sam, thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, good luck with everything,
Thank
and
you.
talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, Matt. Thank you so
Take
much.
care.